Hey guys, it's that time of year again. It's Blizzard's biggest seasonal event, the Feast of Winter Veil. Now you're probably questioning, what's changed in Legion? Not a great deal. There has been a couple of additions of new toys, those being the disposable Winter Veil suits and the Endothermic Blaster, which yields an achievement, brr, it's cold in here, which is actually a reference to the character Mii from Overwatch. Now, the real additions in Legion are to the Broken Isles. The first being that all of the bosses in Legion Dungeons are now wearing Winter Veil hats. Those, I think, applicable are. I'm not sure if all of them are. I think almost all of them are. And they also drop a couple of various hats, such as the finely tailored green holiday hat, and the finely tailored red holiday hat, which is, I think, is actually specific to certain bosses. Some bosses are wearing green, some bosses are wearing red. With a quick check, Ilziana Ravencrest and King Deepbeard drop the green holiday hat, and Talaxi Flamewreath drops the red one. I'm not sure if I've pronounced those right. And also, side note, I don't think they're end bosses. I'm getting my facts wrong slightly here. But either way, those are the new additions in regards to dungeons. Obviously, there are new additions in regards to the decorations throughout World of Warcraft. More specifically, again, it's Broken Isles, and even more specifically, in Dalaran. Now, the main focus of Dalaran and its decorations is the addition of the snow globe. So what is the snow globe? Well, I will show you. Right in the western part of Dalaran, outside the Violet Citadel, you may have noticed a large or half-circular object in this part here, which doesn't render. Ah, there we go. What does it actually do? Current? Not a great deal. If you enter the snow globe, you get turned into, I think if you're Horde, you get turned into a goblin. If you're Alliance, I think you get turned into a gnome. Now this is essentially like a water zone where you can float around. If you leave it, you lose it, and you also lose your buff. And that is pretty much the snow globe in a nutshell. There isn't really much more to it than that. In addition to other changes in World of Warcraft, oh, got a bit of a beast thing going on here. Can I tag him? Nope, too late. And sorry, getting back on topic. The addition of the existing quests are still present in World of Warcraft, such as the if I can remember off the top of my head, the Grumplings and the Grumpers quests in the Frostfire Ridge are still there and still available, so all four of those quests are still applicable. They haven't scaled, they are still level 100, so they should be a walk in the park for anyone who's level 100 plus, especially if you're level 110. The only quest I know which has scaled is the one for Yoramine one, which is the one where you need to, I think, go and slay the Abominable Grinch, and also free the reindeer, which I can't remember the name of. I think it's something to do with Christmas? I can't remember the name of that reindeer, sorry. I just know that the place you need to go to slay the Abominable Grinch, and if you're curious about the spelling of Grinch, it's Greench, and not Grinch. I think Blizzard were just trying not to get sued for copyright with that one. I'm still trying to remember the name of that goddamn reindeer. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think. No, it's gone. Right, it's a reindeer, we have to free him, but essentially all you have to do for that quest is slay the Grinch. Now, I'm going to actually just chuck a little tip out here. There is always a little quest every year to make some cookies, or leave some cookies and milk out for the Great Father Winter. Now, the easiest place to actually get the eggs, I can't remember what type of eggs you actually need for that one, but the easiest place to actually get the eggs you need for that, for the Horde specifically, I know going outside of Silvermoon, just here in Eversong Woods, yields so many of these eggs. and they're so easy to get and so easy to farm. So if you're actually a new player to World of Warcraft, during this season, it is such a great way to make money, because everyone's trying to do that quest. Everyone's going to be buying the eggs off the auction house, and that's when I noticed that the price for those eggs just shoots through the roof. So if you want to make some money, go into Eversong Woods, farm those eggs like crazy. You'll probably get about 40 in about 10-15 minutes, and yeah, just sell them on the auction house. I don't know what they go for. I know I've seen some ridiculous prices for them, like 20 gold each in certain servers. So that's a great way of making some money, especially if you're starting out. So yeah, that's my little tip for that one. Oh, and I probably should have mentioned, I know I said before about the Abominable Greench scaling. His dropped items have also scaled. So the miniature Wintervale tree, which you previously dropped at, I think it was something like item level 600, or 600 and something, is now item level 835. Or I believe, so my sources tell me. I could be mistaken there as well. But either way, it's worth checking it out if you are after a fancy dagger. Now, I've only just realised there's probably no reason for you to go and collect that dagger, seeing as they brought in the artifact weapons with Legion. I do this all the time. Ah, yeah, great new items and for classes, except we made artifact weapons which pretty much yields all the weapons in game completely pointless, unless you are after the transmog for them. So I think it's probably the only reason why you'd want to go and collect one. Now, that's pretty much the Feast of Wintervale summarised in a nutshell. There's probably a little bit more to come. Now, you never know what Blizzard are going to pull out the sack, shall we say, in regards to this event. And obviously, this event changes throughout the season. So obviously, if you go to one of the major cities like Elgrimmar or Stormwind, there are no presents under the tree, but as you get closer and closer to the 25th, I don't know why they'd pick that date, there is essentially presents under the tree which you can get and will yield some of these new toys that they've introduced, such as the Endothermic Blaster, which I mentioned previously, which I believe is from one of those presents. And with that being said, I think I will call the video there. Now, if you found this video even remotely useful, helpful, or even interesting, I'm going to leave that with a question mark floating over it. Feel free to give this a like, share, sub, or leave a comment telling me how much of a dick I am. Either way, I hope you found this useful, and I will catch you next time. See you later.